Hello, my name is Ashley Bowman and I'm a marketing student at the University of South Florida, St. Petersburg. And today I am analyzing the results of Rocket Fuel's campaign for Tascabella's new handbag line. Rocket Fuel is a program that utilizes AI to automatically bid on and place ads and then adjusts them according to user behavior. I used this data set here extracted from the results of Rocket Fuel's campaign that lasted a year. And within it, we have access to individuals' unique user IDs, whether or not the individual was a part of the test or the control group, whether or not the individual converted into a sale, the total number of impressions or times an individual encountered the ad, the day that most of these impressions took place for the individual, and the time of day. Now, I built this interactive dashboard. Move myself around. I built this interactive dashboard to visualize 3 key takeaways from the data. The first being here, we have the conversion rate as a function of the number of impressions. Again, impressions being the number of times a user encountered the ad, and we have it broken down by test and control. So as we can see, there is a positive relationship between the conversion rate and the number of impressions, with the highest conversion rate occurring when a user saw the ad over 1,300 times. Next, we have the conversion rate as a function of the time of day, also looking at it against the total number of impressions. Again, broken down between the test and control groups. And we can see that the highest conversion rate occurred around 3 p.m., give or take a few hours. And again, we're seeing a similar correlation between conversion rate and number of impressions. We do see this taper off in the evening, and that can likely be attributed to the time of day, users winding down for the evening, going to bed, being on their phone, and not being in a position to purchase. Next, we have the conversion rate as a function of the day of the week. We see here that by and large, the most conversions occurred on Monday. We do see that in the control group as well, so we could attribute a lot of this to general buyer behavior. Now, we can drill this down and look at individual days of the week and see that all of these statements still remain true. For example, looking at Monday, we see that the highest amount of conversions or conversion rate occurred when the user experienced the ad more often. And again, the highest conversion rate occurring at roughly 3 p.m., give or take a few hours, with it tapering off in the evening despite an increase in impressions. Similarly, on Tuesday, we see the same pattern, highest conversion rate when impressions are higher, highest conversion rate occurring around 3 p.m., give or take a few hours, with it tapering off in the evening. Wednesday, very similar. Higher conversion rate occurring when there is higher impressions. Right here we're seeing about 1 p.m. Again, give or take a few hours from 3 p.m. Highest conversion rate, and it tapers off in the evening despite an increase in impressions. Now, in conclusion, if Rocket Fuel was to make another campaign for Tascabella, assuming that buyer behavior would be the same, given this data, they should definitely invest in targeting fewer users, but putting their money in ensuring that those users, individual users, are experiencing the ad more often. It would also be best for them to target users on Mondays specifically, but most importantly in the afternoon around 3 p.m. and to avoid in the evening. Thank you so much for your time today.